Hello everybody, this is Joshua Dearden. As you all know, I'm back for another video.
Hello everybody, this is Joshua Dearden. As you all know, I'm back.
Alright everybody, this is Dearden 2007. This is my mama, Rebecca. Say hi to everybody.
Hi.
Okay everybody on YouTube, I am documenting my situation. I've moved 90% of all my possessions out of my apartment, or it's a rental house, into storage. I still have a few things I need to take care of before I go trucking. My landlord wants to evict me on the 20th when my lease is up. Now, according to Kansas governor's moratorium, or whatever it's called, that landlords cannot evict during COVID. Now, I'm going trucking, so my plan is to get out, put everything in storage, return my key, and call it quits. But I don't see it possible for me to be out in such a short time due to the fact that my vehicle broke down. I rented a U-Haul and I got 90% of everything out. I couldn't afford another day. I'm doing the best I can. Now, I have been very forthright with her. I have been very upcoming and honest, and I'm saying I'm doing the best I can. She has not written me a paper notice yet. I'm getting a lot of threats by text saying we're going to evict you. We're going to be there on the 20th. We expect to get the house key. I'm not able to be out in such a short time. That's literally like tomorrow. I believe it's the 19th today. Look at my iPad. Yeah, today is October 19th, so that's literally tomorrow. I have yet to receive a paper copy of any notice to evict or quit or anything. It's not that I've been refusing to pay rent. It's not that I haven't made attempts at making payments towards my rent. I just have had some financial struggles, but every time I make money, it goes to my landlord, or it goes to the electric company, or it goes to the gas company, or it goes to groceries. I've been splitting chump change into 4 bills. Now, my landlord has been messaging me by text message for weeks now, threatening to evict me on the 20th. Now, what I've been told by many people is if it's not been delivered to me by paper, it's not been a written notice, it doesn't count as an eviction. And failing to do the process of eviction the way the Kansas statute states, they're not following the law. Now, I have made it very clear what my plans are. I'm going to get everything out of here, move everything into my storage unit, return the key, and go truck driving. I will catch up on whatever I'm owed. I've told them they can keep the security deposit, which means I'll owe them $350 total after this, or $300 because I owe $950. $350 from last month and $600 for this month. So with the security deposit of $650, that means I'll only owe $300 and they'll be perfectly good. Now my plan is to write it out on a paper, have her sign it when she comes. I'll write it out on a paper, she can sign it, and we can make the agreement. She can keep the security deposit. That will cover October's rent plus $50 of September's rent. That means there'll be a balance left with only $300. I'll be able to pay that. Maybe $100 a week, maybe $100 every 2 weeks, whatever. I'll get that paid off and we'll be perfectly square. But I've made it very clear for the last 2 to 3 weeks, I'm looking for a truck driving job. I'm putting everything in storage. I have no issue paying them, as far as it's not an inability or a lack of wanting to pay them. I just don't have the ability. Yeah, it's not a lack of wanting to pay them, because checking their bank statement, you will find that I've been making weekly, monthly, bi-weekly, every other day. At one point in time, I was putting $50 every day in there, or $50 every 2 days, or $100 every week. I was putting money in there. And I was getting caught up. But they're upset because after I lost my job, I wasn't able to pay it on time. So they're complaining to me that they have to pay insurance. They have to pay taxes. You know, I'm putting them in a bad situation. Well, what they don't understand is I'm in a bad situation. I'm in the bad situation. I empathize that they have their problems and I have mine. But my situation, I have more rights than they do, according to the law. I've made it very clear what my intentions are. Very clear. I'm going to move out. I'm going to get everything into storage. I have made leeway. I rented a U-Haul. I had 4 people help box stuff up with me. We have literally moved out 90% of my home. The only thing I have in here right now is a couch so I can sleep. My landlord is texting me now at 5 o'clock in the fucking morning. Jesus Christ. My TV, my PlayStation, so I can watch movies when I'm here. I'm still working on a fence. It's almost done. With that, I'll have some money in my pocket to pay the landlord. And I'll be square. But the fact remains is she's messaging me in the middle of the fucking night. It's fucking 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning. And she's harassing me, messaging me, asking me, when am I going to pay her money? When am I going to deliver the keys? I'm so stressed out. I want y'all to know I'm not a terrible person. I'm going through a hard I'm in a hard situation. I'm in a bad situation in my life right now. Financially, I'm fucked up. I don't drink. I don't smoke. I don't do drugs. Never have. Never will. I'm just going through a bad situation right now. That's all. But it's very stressful that I can't sleep without being messaged in the middle of the night or 4 o'clock in the fucking morning. I can't. In the middle of moving, I've had the U-Haul outside my house for 2 fucking days now. Not one time has the landlord said, "Oh, I see you're making moves." I had to text them and let them know while they were harassing me for me to give them the key on the 20th, which I'm not going to be out by tomorrow. It's not possible. And they have not delivered me a written notice. And last time I checked, during COVID-19 in the state of Kansas, Governor Kelly did in fact extend the memorandum from September 1st all the way to January 31st, I think it is, of 2021, which the moratorium, or whatever the fuck it's called, I would think it's a memorandum, but I don't know what the word is, that it extended from September 1st to December 31st, but the law place says January 31st, 2021. Yes, the lease is up. Yes, they have the right to kick me out. But during COVID, and even if it was not COVID, they have to deliver me a 30-day notice on paper with a notice to leave. But they want me gone by tomorrow. And I don't see that being possible. I have things that I need to do here, like clean up the place, finish packing. I've got to finish that fence job that I'm almost done on. I've got some things to take care of around town before I get on the Greyhound or rental car or whatever airplane, whatever their plan is at this trucking company to get me there. But if there's any lawyers, if you're watching this and you have a friend that's a lawyer, if you're a lawyer, or if you're a family member to a lawyer, or if you know a lawyer, or if you know a landlord or something, share this link with people you know that could give me proper legal advice. Are they doing this the wrong way? I think they are. It's harassment. 5 o'clock in the fucking morning. They haven't given me a notice. They're text messaging me almost every day, wanting the keys on the 20th. I've got plans to get out. I haven't been not paying them. I've been making payments into their bank account. I go to my bank and I say, please deposit this money into, I'm not going to say her name so I don't get in trouble, but I tell them to deposit and they do. They deposit into my account and it shows up in my account as a transfer into her account. But I'm under a lot of stress. I'm not a bad person. I respect that they have their own issues that they have to deal with. But according to statute, no landlord can just throw someone on the street without following the proper eviction process. They have to follow the eviction process. They can't just come and say, give me the key and get the fuck out. They can't touch your stuff. They can't change your locks. They can't do none of that without going through the courts first. And it has to be in writing. They can't do it in text. They can't yell at you. They have to give you a written notice and document it. Text messages are not notice. But like I've said, I'm not refusing to pay them. I don't have the money to pay them. I'm going through a hard time right now. I'm in a bad place with money right now, okay? I lost my job. I'm doing all these side jobs to make money. I've been putting money in their account when I receive it. I barely eat. I barely sleep. I'm getting harassed in the middle of the night. I'm doing the best I can. I got a job offer. I'm putting things in storage unit. I've made that very clear that I have a job. I'm putting stuff in storage. I'm making moves. I've asked her to stop messaging me so much. I've said it's getting annoying. I said I have plans to get out. Please give me a little extra time. She's threatening to be here tomorrow with a 3-day notice to quit with police officers present because she probably thinks I'm an asshole. We've met. I'm not a bad guy. I'm actually a really good guy. I'm in a bad place right now. Financially, I'm struggling. It's the COVID-19 eviction law, according to Kansas Governor Kelly. She can't do this. But I'm not wanting to stay. I want to leave, but I can't possibly be out by tomorrow. I've made plenty of effort to make it clear I have every intention of moving out. I'm doing it. I'm working on it. I need some advice. Please, in the comments below, comment, like it, share it. If you have family that are landlords or family that are lawyers or family that knows anything about the laws in Kansas, answer these simple questions. Does a text message count as an eviction notice? I've read. The answer is no. It must be written on paper and delivered, certified by the courts. Or it could be notarized. 2, is it true that a landlord cannot just throw you out of the house without notice? They can't touch your stuff without going through the proper channels. The answer is yes, that's very true. They cannot do that. According to what I've been informed by many people, is it must be in writing. They cannot change your locks. They cannot evict you. They cannot do anything without a proper notice, without going through the courts. And even if they take you to court, it could take up to 30 to 60 days for the eviction process to happen. Now, we're in COVID-19, and they cannot throw you out a 3-day notice or anything. They're facing, I believe, from what I'm reading, is they're facing criminal charges for not following the proper eviction properly. In the comments below, please help me be at ease just a little bit and give me some advice. What can I possibly say or do? Because I keep asking them to just give me a couple more days after the 20th and I'll be out. And they keep yelling at me saying, we're giving you a 3-day notice. And I said, well, what if I'm not done by then? I'm making efforts. Hell, I had 4 people here packing boxes. I'm under a lot of stress. Please, give me some advice. This is Dearden 2007 on YouTube. Click like, subscribe, and comment below. Thank you for watching. Lane control, buddy. Lane control.